GM everybody, we're back. Okay, I wanted to do teaching stream with new potion. So we're gonna do that because this is incredibly powerful in Inferno. We are doing an Inferno teaching stream, but with the new pink potions. Pink Powerpuff Girl potions. What are these potions? Why do you care? Why are you using these in Inferno? Okay, new potion, prayer regeneration potion. Okay, you get these from Huey and the herb minigame they just added with Varlamore Part 2. But basically, it gives you 1 prayer point every 12 ticks over 8 minutes. So it lasts 8 minutes, 1 prayer point every 12 ticks. It's a weak prayer enhance from Chambers. Because prayer enhance in Chambers is 6 ticks, I believe. So this is just 2 times worse. Lasts a really long time, though. Restores a total of 66 prayer points per dose. So what does that mean? If we pull out the handy-dandy calculator. That means a potion is worth 264. What is a restore worth? At best, 128. So if we do the math, you carry the 4. These are 2 restores in one inventory slot. So that means if you're at a place with very long form combat that relies on you having prayer, well, these are really good. And the one place that is a thing is they're very good. They're very, very good. These are basically just 4 restores. These 2 restore are 4 restore. So this seems like the place you use them. Like an extremely expensive potion to make Inferno easier. Good at Coliseum? Coliseum as well, yeah. But mainly Inferno. Does that mean Fally Shield is not as helpful now? It's basically irrelevant. So we'll see how powerful it is. I haven't done a run with it, and I haven't even used these yet, but it should be really good. So I'm just going to do a quick Bofa stream. I don't think I've done a run since Mage Rebalance. If I have, I didn't do it with Bofa. They have removed autocast since I made videos, and I always said Staff of the Dead is so good because of autocast delay existing, and that's bad. Don't autocast. Manual cast with Staff of the Dead. I'm more iffy on it now. With no autocast delay, I think the Blood Scepter is a pretty good choice. If you can get your hands on a Nightmare Staff or a Kodai, those are both better. Those both can autocast Ancients, and they're both 15% damage. It's 3 max hits to upgrade to a 15% damage staff. So if you can use those, they're very good. If you don't, I think this is better than a Staff of the Dead, probably. So those are the things. Virtus is best when you're casting Ancients. This is better than Ancestral. If you downgrade to Ahrims, it's 2 max hits. You lose 2 max hits. Not the end of the world. You can run Ahrims. It's definitely runnable. But Virtus is really nice, so get your hands on it if you can. I'm running just Blessed Head boots. They're easy to get, and they're not bad. Prayer bonus is nice. Okay, ranged bonus is nice too. The Bis boots right now, I believe, are Echo boots. They have high defense. They're 4 prayer bonus. They're very, very good and very tiny. I think it's -2 ranged accuracy, which is not a lot. It's kind of irrelevant. They're just good tank prayer boots. So if you have Echo boots, those are great. Pegs are better than this as well. I think if you have pegs. Gloves, if you have Xeric Vams, great. You probably haven't done next though. So Bear's gloves are fine. And Quiver, if you have it, you probably don't have Quiver. I don't recommend doing Quiver before Coliseum. Do Inferno first. It's easier to start with Inferno than go to Coliseum. It is not easier content, but it doesn't cost 500k a death. So do Inferno first. So the things I've done is I added Mage Legs. These are 2 max hit. I used to do just Mage Top. I added Mage Legs for a higher chance of one-shotting Nibblers, and I added a Divine Bastion. You could even drop a Brew and bring another Bastion if you want. You have so much restore with this setup. It's insane. So options. What do you care about stats-wise? Big thing I want to talk about is always maging, because people think you need mage accuracy, and I still saw that in the chat today. People think you need mage accuracy. You don't need mage accuracy. But check this out. If I pull up Nibbler, Jal Nib, pull up the handy dandy DPS calc. If we pull up the good old Ice Barrage, this setup has a 97.23% chance of landing a cast. And the reason for that is Nibblers have 15 mage and -20 mage defense. And that's when I have things accidentally in like Pharaoh Gloves and Prims, which have really horrible negatives. If I throw on a Justy Chest Guard, the worst negative in the game as far as I know, -40 mage bonus, you lose 2% accuracy. So there's this big misconception that if you don't kill a Nibbler, that was because your accuracy's bad. And the reason you didn't kill a Nibbler is actually just because you didn't roll the 10. When you attack them, you have to hit 10 to kill them. Accuracy doesn't help you do that. Damage helps you do that. So we care about max hits. We do not care about accuracy. That's not relevant. So what matters in Inferno? Stats-wise, we care about ranged attack bonus, obviously, like pump the range damage as much as possible, and then range defense. Range defense is the most important defense, by far, range defense. Hence why Crystal Shield is so good. 80 range defense. Pretty good. Ranged is the most attacks you need to tank will be range damage, because after wave 32, leaves wave 32. You'll be camping mage prey the whole time. So if you're camping mage prey the whole time, you're gonna be taking range hits. So you need range defense. That's the most important thing. The nice thing about crystal armor is it has pretty good range defense as well. I recommend crystal shield over ward just for the extra range defense. And like I said, ward's one max hit doesn't matter that much compared to the range defense. Ellie is a bit better. If you have it, you'll take less damage on average, but Ellie is very minor and not worth getting. Like, not at all. Other thing people get caught up on is ring. Why am I using Lightbearer? A lot of people suggest Ring of the Gods, and they suggest Suffering. The reason I suggest Lightbearer, and we'll get into it, is the thing that kills people in Inferno the most often that I see, melees. The melees in Inferno, the guys that walk up to you and swing at you, this kills melees. Because this allows you to pipe spec. Pipe specs are extra accuracy and double damage, and they kill melees. Melees have pretty low health. This kills melees. This is the melee kill ring. It's not for extra healing or anything like that. It's for killing melees. Suffering is used for the prayer bonus and defense. I don't think it's worth it over other options. Ring of the Gods is not bad. It's a restore on your finger, basically, because it counts as a holy wrench, which is nice. We don't really need that anymore because we have funny potion, right? So Lightbearer good. Let's send it. We'll pre-pot one of these bad boys. These potions last 32 minutes. So 2 of these is a 64-minute cape, right? Plus the pre-pot is 70 minutes. You could technically bring 3 of these for 6 total restores in 3 slots. If you're doing a slower cape, which is probably worth it. Mine won't be that long, so 2 is worth it for me. But if you're doing your first cape, you probably want 3. 3 is probably even better. They last a really long time. In we go. And maybe put that potion away because my bank is full. Yeah. That one. Yes, we did it. Okay, nice. Don't beef it at triples. Okay, I'll try. I haven't run Inferno in like 2 months, so we'll probably die. If only you had the pre-pot device. If only. If only. Unlucky. Okay, when you spawn in Inferno, drop your pots. Just drop some pots. All right, so first thing you want to do is just cast straight at the middle of the Nibblers. First rule of thumb in Inferno, where do I start? This tile right here. And there's all kinds of tomfoolery with different tiles. I start here, and then I go here, and then I start casting from over here on this wave, and over here on this wave, and then I go over to... Every time you start a wave, start on this tile. It provides the least line of sight from monsters to you at the start of wave. It is a good tile. You can also cast at Nibblers from here. Start here. This is a bat. Bats are ranged, and they have a very short range. If I step 1 tile closer, he can reach me. They have a very short range. You're exactly at max blowpipe range, can shoot it, and it can't reach you. These drain your run energy when they hit you, and they drain your stats if they land a hit. So that is bad. You do not want bats to attack you, you want to kill them. Some people like to let bats hang out. Bats will kill you if you let them. Don't let them kill you. Kill bats. If a bat is ever on you, it's probably the priority to kill. Okay. Bats are bad. Yes. All right. Early on, priorities, right? You want to try to get Nibblers off the pillars as fast as possible. You have 3 pillars to work with. They have 255 health each. The more damage your pillar takes early, the harder it is to defend later. So early, you want to defend pillars as much as possible. So try to take Nibblers out as fast as possible. All right, every time you get a new monster, you get a 6 nib wave. So we're going to go up close. Oh, also, you want to start on Augury. I forget, this is going to be weird to get used to. Augury does give you a max hit. It also gives you defense, which is nice. Okay, I didn't kill that. You're looking for 10 damage. All right, this is our first blob. Ow! Blobs. This is the mob people struggle with the most. The reason people struggle with this mob, wasting prayer enhanced time, unlucky. The reason people struggle with this mob is because it's weird. It reads your prayer every 3 ticks, and then 3 ticks later it uses the opposite attack of what it read you as. As you come out, it reads you, and then it attacks. And then it reads you, opposite attack. So you have kind of a weird prayer cycle going on. What I recommend is if you're doing your first Inferno, like just go in here and just mess with these and get a feel for praying this way. Another important thing to learn is 1-tick alternating. 1-tick alternating is how you flick a blob into any other mob besides a melee. When you have rangers later, when you have mages later, how do you deal with that with a blob behind it? You deal with it by alternating, which is just this. So every single game tick, you're going to swap your prayers, and this will avoid 100% of damage. The great thing about this is it doesn't matter if the blob is a mile away from you. In Timbuktu, this just works, always. Wherever the blob is, no matter what it's doing, it just works. You want to learn this. Get this down too. So mess around with the blobs and mess around with getting this down, because this is how you're going to solve a ton of waves, and you're going to need this. What about 2-tick flick? So 2-tick flick is great. It's really, really good for speeds, except my problem with 2-tick flick is that if you do it wrong, you take damage. So let me see if I can show it. Okay, this is a bad tick blob. So It's 50-50 when you're 2-tick alternating that you're on a bad tick with the blob and it stops working. So that's why I don't recommend it if you're learning, because it's just awkward. 1-tick alternate doesn't have that, it just always works. Can you identify correct phase to 2-tick flick? It's when it attacks you in the 2nd tick of the prayer is when you know you're on the right cycle. Attack starts on the 2nd tick of the prayer, that's how you know you're good. I would not use this on a first cape. I would just 1-tick alternate. You don't need to 2-tick. The reason people like 2-ticking is because, oh, it lets me do things. It lets me have my hands free and do business calls on the side. I can go do gear switches. It gives me time to do 2-ticks. That is true in a speedrun, and that will help you. On your first cape, you are not going to do any of that. I'm telling you right now. You can think that all you want, but you're going to sit there 2-ticking in place doing nothing like everybody else does. I already know it. I already know it. You're not going to trick me. I know what you're going to do. And then you're going to mess it up and you're going to tank 50% of blob attacks. So don't do that, okay? 2-tick is great, but don't do it on first cape. There's no reason to. So much more room for activities. You could go for a light jog while doing it. You could, I could do gear switches. It's just not worth it. Other thing you can do, we have the blood scepter so we can overheal with that. That's sick. One of the things you want to learn fast is something called Phantom Barrage. And blobs are going to be your primary target for Phantom Barrage. So what a Phantom Barrage is if you cast a spell at a target that's really far away and you manually cast the next spell, it'll cast at the corpse as it dies, and it will actually give you that full health. So the reason this is so powerful is these blobs split into 3, and you can Phantom Barrage 3 corpses at once, which gives you a ton of health, and that's going to be your primary healing source. So this is the common setup, is this side of pillar, just run far away. You need to be over 8 tiles away. So if you pray range, this mage bloblet goes here every time, really nice. We're going to cast Blood Barrage. We're going to cast Blood Barrage. And you can see I got health even though nothing happened. No damage occurred. I got health off it. So that's a Phantom. Really, really strong. You want to do that constantly. I can also Phantom Nibblers, which is handy. Because you don't know which one died, right? You got an XP drop that killed 2, but you don't know which 2 are going to die. So you can actually Phantom the Nibblers to guarantee that you can still cast at the pile. Make sure you kill them. So we have a bat. This is the other Phantom spot. It is down here. You just do this.
A leech has spawned.
There you go. So those are your 2 Phantom spots. Really, really good to know those. You want to use those constantly. Okay. Tank some damage to get these Nibblers. Okay, and come back. I took a little bit of damage. All is well. So the reason the Phantom is so strong is it also lets you extend really far, get the Nibblers, tank some damage, come back behind pillar, and get it all back from the blob. So that's the other nice thing about it. Big thing is make sure you let the blob come in. If he's far away from pillar, you can't get your Phantom anymore. Okay, things on that tile can see you, so that blob should have seen me. He sure did. And we could double Phantom this if we want, but it doesn't matter. Plugin that shows the health is Tizhar HP Tracker. It's a really, really powerful plugin. Okay, first melee. All right. I said mess around with the first blob, also mess around with the first melee. So this is a really unique monster. The way this thing works, besides just meleeing you, is it also, roughly every 50 game ticks, if it can't attack you, it will dig to your location, which it's gonna do in a few seconds. It'll dig on top of you, and it will no longer be safe spotted. So, big thing, and this is why I bring the melee killer ring. When people are dealing with this, plus some crap over here, some crap over here, something up here that they don't like, and then this thing, and they're biting their nails and they're trying to figure it out, and they're like looking for a solve to the wave, and then the melee digs to them, and their brain immediately flicks off. It's like a light bulb going, and then it just shuts off, and they run around in circles, and then they die. These kill people more than anything. Mess with these. There's a lot of ways of dealing with them. First of all is safe spot. So I'll start with obvious. Safe spotting them, okay? There's a couple spots you can safe spot them. This side of pillar is a safe spot, right? So he can't reach you. Okay? This side of pillar is a safe spot. He can't reach you. Up to a few tiles out. Why can't he reach you? And you may be like, I don't need to know why. He already can't reach me, so it's fine. I just need to know that. But the reason he can't reach you, and it's important, because this will matter for other things, is that the southwest tile, for all intents and purposes, is where the brain of the monster is. This is the brain tile. This is where monsters think. And to a monster, this is the only tile that exists. When they're thinking about how to get to you, this is the only tile they have. So, when you do a safe spot, the southwest tile right now is going, I see him! And it's just not working. That's because he doesn't know he has all this crap attached. He has all this caboose. All this caboose. He has no clue. Not a clue. He's just going forward. In fact, he's still going forward. He's got a lot of caboose, and he's just got no clue about it, okay? So that's how that works. That's it. That's all a safe spot is. They got caboose in the way. They only have one tile they're thinking with, though. So you can get away with a lot of crap. You can get pretty far away from pillar, and he can't reach you. The other thing is something called a corner trap, okay? This is called a corner trap. This is not a safe spot. Why can't he reach me right now, right? The Southwest should tell him just path up to me, right? Why can't he reach me, okay? The reason he can't reach me is because monsters have a different rule, which is never ever path north before going east. East and west are prioritized before north and south. And it's to the point where if the monster can't go east and west, east or west towards you, it just doesn't. It just shuts down. He can't go east right now. I give up. I give up. I can't reach him. So that's how a corner trap works. So you can do that on both sides of the pillar. Like this. Like this. Like this. Like this. Okay. And this works on more than just melees. This also works on ranged targets. They can't hit you if you're corner trapping them. Things that can attack you with projectiles cannot hit you. So you can also corner trap them. Blobs, mages, rangers, anything. This is the most common corner trap spot. So that's how you deal with melees. You've got multiple angles of space spots to deal with, and you also have corner traps. So you can always, always, always deal with a melee. You just have to know these ahead of time. So that's why I say mess with it. Bofa's a bit better DPS than blowpipe on these. Oh, look at that Phantom Barrage example. Beautiful. The Nibbler in the middle died, but I cast at its corpse and caught the other two. So you can Phantom Nibblers as well. Ancient Scepter better than Staff of the Dead or interchangeable? They're super close. I don't know. The fact there's no autocast delay means Blood Scepter's pretty good now. So nuking melee should be blowpipe spec swap to Ferdinand. Yeah, you can just keep piping too. Pipe is fairly close. Oh, I was in Virtus. Nice. Okay, first blob. Okay. Other thing that kills people is blobs plus melee. If you have a blob and a melee and you're forced to deal with it,
A leech has spawned.
damn, it just works. It's crazy. Melee kill ring. Really, really strong. Okay? You can just do that. You just get away with it for free. Okay, obviously you don't need to do that in that case. But there's some cases later where, like, you're like, I have no clue how to get this melee. Just kill them. It doesn't matter. They're very, very inaccurate, and you can kill it in time. Okay. What you can do there, you can do what I just did. You can actually keep the melee behind pillar if you're kind of smart about how you go reach the nibs. So sometimes you can get away with that too. Okay, I'm just going to cast Blood Barrage. Let me big brain this. I'm using 100% of my brain. It just works, dude. Use the melee kill ring. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. People undervalue that. It's so good. You don't have to think at all. Brain off is good. We like brain off. There was a correct solve to that. You didn't have to take damage, but if you don't know what to do, it's fine. Nib's alive! My West Pillar! Okay, other thing. We don't care about West Pillar. We don't care about West Pillar. That pillar can go down at any time, and we don't care about it. Because you're never going to go over there. So it's just a punching bag. That's really all it's for. Give me the freeze. I got the freeze. The double. Gnomonkey freezes melees? Okay, you'll see me doing this thing where I walk in and tank a melee. If you tank a melee, it resets the 50-tick dig timer. So you can step in, tank a melee, and force it to stay still. You splashed in the nib, hit the melee. I don't know how it works, man. I just work here. We have our first ranger. Very scary stuff. These are incredibly basic. They have no special... The only thing to know about these is this. Is that they're punches. Almost everything in Inferno can punch you, by the way. Inferno ranger punches, however, if he ever does one... If he ever does one, hit you very, very little. They're incredibly inaccurate, and they max 19. Bat cannot punch you. No, Bat only has ranged attacks, and it never hits you. So if you ever have to go in melee range of a ranger, it's not a big deal. Okay, and if you're ever trying to flick this guy, anytime you're trying to lazy flick anything, it's the tick the animation starts is the tick it reads you, right? So you need to be praying as the attack comes out, right? So the tick the animation starts, prayer goes up, then back down. Like that. Get me away from South Pillar. Much better. Okay, it's dead. So anytime you see the 30, it's just insta-dead. Pronouns a word. We're Costco guys. Of course we go shopping while eating a chicken bake. No, I tank. Dead. It's over. We're gonna cast a humble Blood Barrage at these boys. Nice. No, me forgot you're Justy. Thank you for the biddies. No Justy, though. What's the TLDR on the prayer pots? Each prayer pot is worth 2 restore, basically, in one slot. Really good in Inferno. I could, and the correct thing to do on this wave is to go here and just kill this blob. Let's say there's something horrible over there. You can't do that, okay? How do you deal with this? Can you kill this and this at the same time? You can. You can, and you don't have to think. You don't have to think, and that's because one tick alternating is OP. How do we do it? Step 1, click Ranger. Step 2, watch for animation, start clicking. And I'm now completely invincible to the blob. It's like magic. You look so cool as you do it too. That's really the important thing. You'll impress your friends when you do that. And it's easy. It's huge for the account, okay? This one trick deletes blobs. It's insane. At what part of his animation do you press the mage? As soon as he starts his animation, that's the start of the tick. Make blobs look stupid with this one simple trick. It's so easy. Hanging out at West Pillar? With all my boys? It's a rare West Pillar angle. This will be the only time I go here. The only reason I went here is because Nibblers went here and I can safe spot the Ranger. But you said it was useless. I'm going to do mostly one tick flicking. You don't need to one tick flick at all. You can just lazy flick the whole time, but I want to get through this kind of fast. Kind of boring just watching me shoot Rangers for an hour. All right, so this movement is really common, and I just solved the wave in an instant because I did it. So what did I do? You're going to solve almost every single wave this way, and you're going to do this motion almost every single wave. You start on this tile, cast and Nibblers, go here. That's your start to every wave. Cast, go here. Bam, easy, that's it. Why? Because there's a spawn here, and if something spawns here, it comes down the pillar towards you. What can you do if it's coming down the pillar towards you? Corner trap it every time. You could corner trap it every time. Anytime you have something gross here coming towards you and a thing here coming towards you, if you just do this, cast, go here, you've solved the wave. Congratulations. If you don't do that, you have not solved the wave. Unlucky. And you're going to see in the late waves, I do that almost every single wave is that motion. Huh, I wonder what the solve is going to be this way. Let me think. It just works. Weird. Oh, we can do some Jenga here, so we don't have to deal with the blob. Okay, so I made a decision there, right? I've got tons of health. Let's put it to use. Let's just grab that Nibbler really quick and come back. All I've got to tank is one blob hit. That's worth it to me. Okay, let's say I want to get the Ranger right now. I can do that because I have corner traps. Loads of options. There's so many ways to get melees in positions you want. And this is not necessarily better than just tanking it, but loads and loads of options. Oh no! The blob is hitting me! Oh no! What will I do? Use your specs. Kill it. Get your health back. Easy. Run west! Quick! It just always runs out. I forgot my occult. Nice. Again, like, I'll do risky shit like that. Just go get the nibs. Like, it doesn't matter. Go get the nibs. You've got... You can heal off Rangers very, very easily. They're the same as medkits. So, like, just use your health. You've got 108 of it, especially with the Blood Scepter. You've got loads of health. Just go get the Nibblers. Like, look how healthy my pillars are. And I forgot a Nibbler on this pillar for, like, a long time. You should talk about how west spawns are off-tick by default when you corner trap east. That is a thing, but that's a little more advanced. That's more for, like, speedies, I guess. It doesn't matter that much for a first cape. How many Inferno attempts would you do per day for a new cape? Personally, I ran Inferno all day, the day I was going for it. Went to sleep, woke up, and got it the next day. So you don't have to limit yourself to how much you do. You just, like, just don't burn out. Duh. This is our first Magikian, magical man. He has a tiny little face if you look in there. Isn't that cute? That's his mouth. Did you know that? No, you know that. This isn't his mouth. He has a little eyes, little mouth. That's true. That's in there. Okay, anyway, sorry. Okay, mages are basically the same as Rangers. They attack the same speed, same thing, the way you flick them. Prayer needs to be on as they flicker underneath them. Frogs are scary. They hit 70. Don't take frogs. Do not tank. These kill. Bofa better than pipe on these as well. That's about it. Their one special mechanic is if something has died. Let's say I kill a bat on the next wave before killing this. It can respawn it. And it can only respawn things in its pool a single time before it's removed. So let's say I kill 2 bats. It has the option of replacing an attack with a respawn 2 times for 2 bats. Okay. The respawn target has half health. It's really bad if it's a blob because bloblets aren't half health when you kill the blob. It'll be 20 health, but the bloblets are still full health. So respawning blobs is bad. So these guys can respawn. That's why we try to kill the frogs before other things, if possible. Okay, so if I kill this bat before the mage, it'll respawn it. Let's kill the mage first, yeah? If you know how to one-tick flick, great. If not, lazy flick these. Overhead health plugin. Almost everything in here is Tizar HP tracker. The health on the pillars, the health on the enemies, and the tile markers are all Tizar HP tracker. I do not want to kill this before the mage. I'm going to leave it. So this is a really common thing you're going to end up doing, is waiting for a mage to pull up and don't just kill things randomly. If you kill blob before mage, you're going to have to kill it again. And you're also going to have to alternate while killing the mage. Just don't do it. Just wait. If you stand here, you can cast at nibs on the pillar. That's going to be really important later. That makes north pillar super easy to defend, because you can stay behind pillar and still hit them. It also works with Bofa. Bofa can reach them or magic. Either way. Dude, what are you made of? Bloblets, dude. They're strong. They're not strong. Bat's on you. What do you do? Kill it. What works for killing it well? Your blowpipe's back. Bat killer ring. Okay. Common thing. Mage here. What do I do? I know. I'll just start killing blobs. Blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. Stop. Wait. Click him. Congratulations. You have now not killed a blob before the mage. Die? Surely. Can I learn Inferno with the same gear you have? Yeah. Yeah, very easily. Bofa is very close to T-Bow. All right, melee and a mage. We want to kill the mage first. So let's do that. Okay, little thing when you're killing mages in this position. Stand here. Why? Why? Why would you do that, Gnomonkey? Explain. Ba-boom. The mage is a pillar. You can quarter trap off him too. What? That's just crazy. Is that magic? Yeah. Magic tile saves the day. Let's just kill the melee. You could off-tick and kill the mage first, but like, let's just kill the melee. The one thing you can kill before mages is bats, of course, and then melees. Melees are fine. Sometimes melees are annoying, and just getting them out of the way is nice. So killing a melee before mage is fine, but try to kill the mage first if you can, right? That was a case where just killing the melee is fine. Let's grab that one nib I still can, and go after the nibbler quick! No, let's not do that. Let's kill the mage. Stand on this tile, a little bit of planning, because this allows me to corner trap. So if you're standing on the bat safe spot, like I'm standing on, when the melee digs, I can corner trap him. I know that Nibbler's over there. I know you want to kill him so bad. Go get him, boy. Go get him. Wait for the right moment. Don't pop my beach ball. Oh, the beach ball analogy is gaming. Don't chase nibs. Don't chase nibs. You do that early, we don't do that late. The time for chasing is done. We're in the 40s. Okay, little thing you saw last wave. You can drag this 2 tiles closer by stepping to this corner pillar, and then you can reach it, just like I did last wave. Okay, I could. Let's do it. Let's set up an alternate. Okay, so I was looking for the flicker, and as soon as I saw the flicker, I started alternating. And the reason I'd want to stand on this tile is because when the melee digs, I can corner trap him, which is nice. So alternating is way easier than it looks. Use it. It's strong. Okay, I can reach both of these from behind pillar, so let's just do that. And let's go here so I don't have to deal with a blob. Ow. And we'll just pick off the melee. And I see that nib there. I'm just going to hang out a second. Hold on. Till he comes close. And shoot him. Okay, and if it respawns, oh well. Melee on the field, I'm shooting a mage. What will I do? Stand here. I'm not hitting. I'm not hitting. Wow, look at the fashion. Look at that. Oh my. Look at that black crystal. Oh my goodness. I'm not hitting. Oh god, I won't kill him in time. Oh no. And everything's fine. Kill him. Another thing. Hey, I've got 92 health. I could use a little more. You can phantom off bets. I'm 100. I'm still 100 because this game is bad, but that could have given me health. Unlucky. Okay, did you see how I prayed mage there in between? Important. You're not safe on that tile from things walking up to you. And I'm attacking a mage. I wonder where I'm going to stand now. Are you noticing a pattern? If you do the right things every wave, the waves are really easy. It just deals with itself. But you have to know what the right things are, right? That's the skill to Inferno. But none of it is that hard. It's just planning. If you don't fuck up, it just works. Exactly. Melees have a really long cooldown after they dig. That's something to keep in mind. It takes them a hot second before they're attacking you. What if I do the right things and it still goes to shit? That's just unlucky, man. But Inferno's a set of things you've seen over and over. So even though the waves are completely random, right? It's all things you've seen, just in bigger packages around the wave. All right, we got a melee coming up. I could really overthink this right now. I really could. I could just sit here not doing anything and just really overthink this. I have a suggestion. Stop thinking. Just this one time. And just kill it. I could have done a quick wraparound and an off tick with the melee, and we could have been doing this and that, and you can just kill it. Did I mention I have the melee killer ring on? I don't know if I mentioned that. What does the ring do? Kill bats? Melee killer ring. It's insane. You should get one. They sell them for 1 mil at the Tombs of a Masket. You just pull up and they hand them out. It's so free. Are they even 2 mil anymore? I don't think they are. Oh, by the way, that's the third hardest wave of Inferno I just did. So there you go. All right, I'm killing a mage and I have melees. What am I gonna do? It was a trick question. I'm gonna do nothing because it doesn't work on this side. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I lied to you. Down on 48, it happens. 48 is not always easy. Do you max combats for setting run? I would get max combat, yeah. Inferno's hard. Don't make it harder. Training combat is easy. Oh, yeah. Okay. We are on the 50s, okay? Forgot to mention. The 50s. So now we have a mage and a ranger. Every time you start a wave, you can start in crystal to be a bit safer because you can potentially be tanking a ranger off any given spawn because you have to pray mage and you can be tanking a ranger. Remember we mentioned range defense matters a lot? This is why. So when you start maging, you can just start in crystal and live. This is a really common off tick. So it's just start from middle of pillar, step to here, range mage. We'll do it one more time. Range mage. One more time. Range mage. Range mage. And you can alternate. And it just works. Pray whatever. You're furthest back. Yes, exactly. So if it was a mage in the back, it'd be mage range. This in Coliseum as well? Yes, you will do this a lot in Coliseum. A really good way to keep your alternating cycle, if this looks difficult to you, is just look at the two lights. As soon as the light turns off of the other prayer, that's the start of the next tick, right? So you can click the next one as soon as you see that. That's all you gotta look at. You don't have to do any audio cues or anything like that. Just look at the lights. If it turns off, click the next one. Really easy way to stay in cycle. Do you have to click the thing in the back? You can click the thing in the back, but the thing is clicking manually is better as a rule of thumb because you want to click the mage first, right? You do not want to kill a ranger before a mage ever. So it's better to step manually. Chase all nibs, wave 50 plus. It's a good rule of thumb. Let's see what my pillars are at. Oh, this guy has lost 13 health. That guy's lost about 40. That guy's lost about 60, 70. Okay, yeah, we're chilling. My pillars have a ridiculous amount of health right now. That's because I played well earlier. Bats are on me. What do we do? Bat killer ring, go. Hiya. I think I killed the bat. That's crazy. Ow. Bat on you, run south. Exactly, yeah. I'm chilling. I want health. Let's get health. Let me use my med kit. Oh, yeah, let's do autocast. And phantom it for an extra 3 health. Thank you. When you flick so good, your prayer goes up. It's actually crazy. All right, let me think a second. Intuition. Just kill that blob, dude. I don't know. Fuck it. How about we do this instead? Because when you are alternating, what happens to blobs? They stop existing. They stop existing. He's gone, see? That's why I have a big thing covering him. He's not there right now. Oh, he respawned. Panic. Fun fact, the respawn is 8 tick, which perfectly aligns with his attack cycle. So you don't have to do anything. And we're good. And I do see that Nibbler. I see him. He's over there. I'm still not going for him. Not doing it. I know. He's eating the pillar. I know. All right, wave 55. Tell you what. I'm hitting a Divine Bastion. Kind of a hard wave. Oh, good timing. All right. This is a fun one, right? This is why you've got to know how to alternate. You have to know. You have to know. Or this just kills you. Problem is when to get alternate timing right. Stare at the main target, which is the ranger in that case. When he starts his animation, alternate. I know I said never kill a ranger before a mage. That's a case where you could kill a ranger before a mage. That's okay in that case. I'll give it to you. If you did that on that wave, I'd give it to you. You're allowed. The right thing to do was come back, off-tick the mage, and deal with that first. It's okay. That's a case where killing the rangers. All right. It doesn't create a pillar stack if you go kill it. No biggie. Okay, 56 is a scary wave. This one kills a lot of people. This is arguably the second hardest wave in Inferno. Those Nibblers, they look so yummy. Let's go get them. Dude, don't do that. Nice, just go up here. And kill Bat. Bat killer. Specs. Alright, Melee's gonna dig. Let's do some preemptive movement. Go here. I believe this works. Yeah. And come down here. You can still reach this mage, and he's safe spotted. I've tried to tank one melee with a blob on me, and the lowest it has ever hit is a 46. You're right. They don't miss. I was about to just do that until it hit me. What can you do? I'll show the accuracy a second. You can calc that. I think it's about 30% accurate. Yeah, hey, wow. Damn. How good am I? So almost always you can tank them. If you splash, it delays his attack 2 ticks. So that's a thing you can actually use to your advantage. In that case, it almost made me get hit. So don't do it on accident, lol. Does the set timer reset to 3:30 after the second set? Yes. We got him. Okay, let's let the bat down. Let the other bat down. How do I know when to start 1 tick alternating? The first tick of the animation of the thing that's hitting you, okay? So if I have a blob and this ranger starts with that and then alternate. Let it be known. I've used almost all my prayer regen. I think I've got the last dose now. Yeah, so we'll use the last dose now. Use 2 doses of that. I'm on wave 59. So I've used those 2 potions, and I've used 2 doses of restore, and that's been enough, which is kind of crazy, because I have not been flicking well. I have not cared at all. Kind of wild. Corner trap! What do I do now? Shoot him. Spec rings are on. It just works, dude. It just works. Yeah, let's go up here. Magic. You don't have to think. Turn the brain off. Just shoot it. Chat, why did we do the step? Why did we do the step? Why did I walk there? Because the blob is a pillar. I didn't know there were 4 pillars in Inferno. When are they adding pillars? What the? You could get full overheal. There'd be no reason not to. In fact, I'm going to do this. I'm going to hit Divine. So I want to save 2 Divine doses. I want 1 for triples, and I want 1 for Zuck. Let's see. I could do a triple twist backy off the rim for 720 Tony Hawk points. It would get me mad cred with the people on the street, or I could just kill it. That works. Big fan of that one, personally. The Lady Gaga step back. Yeah, true. Yo, Kobe, will you do it? True. What doesn't hit you very hard? Chat? Ranger punches. Can you walk into a ranger? Do people do that on first capes? I lost a bud for that. I lost a bud for it. You can walk into rangers. It's fine. You'll be fine. I promise. Do that on your cape. It's good. I would get a migraine if I shook my head like that. Unlucky. What is range max melee hit? It is 19. It's 1 higher than a bloblet. It's also similar accuracy. It basically just can't hit you. 62, which I would argue is the hardest wave. Let's go. Well, it can be, but this ain't it. I'm just gonna kill this blob. There's a lot of crap going on. Rare case where I do kill a blob first. Oh, I never picked up my brews. We can just let Mr. Melee dig. Oh, my south pillar. Bye-bye. Bye, Mr. South Pillar. Bye. We don't need it. We're done with the Inferno. Let's kill this first. And I should be able to catch the mage without doing a pillar stack. Do a little bit of critical thinking sometimes. You can get away without doing a pillar stack where you would normally think you would have to. You have full supplies as the new prey pot make it too easy. It's pretty insane. I've used 3 doses of restore and 2 of the new pot. Okay, what people think is the hardest wave go? Ah, yes. The classic. What do we do, wave? I shouldn't have killed that. I could have done the thing. Oh yeah, there's things on my west pillar. We don't care about west pillar. When you are one tick alternating, what happens to the blob? He stops existing. That's why we put a little window over him. I might be able to use that blob respawn to get him out. Hang on. It was worth a try. Ah, this is real awkward. I think it's still gonna work fine. Yeah. That blob actually can't see me. Weird. I like to kill the blob before the ranger in these cases, because you can actually do this. And you actually also heal off the ranger at the same time, which is kind of sick. MMK clicks, unlucky. Okay, that's it. We are done with the Inferno. 64 is not free, but fairly easy. And then 65 is completely free. 66 is double mage. Like, it doesn't get freer than that. So, dying to single jad. So, one of the things with these teaching streams is that every single time I take a jad hit for some reason. So, I'm pretty excited for that. I tell you what, wave 65 is just get the mage by itself. This is a completely free wave. Wear your crystal. I don't know why I went there. Just go here. Magic. I'm gonna kill this one. I'm gonna explain triples now instead of while I'm doing it. Triple jads, okay? People are like, oh, triple jad's hard. That's probably the hardest part of Inferno, right? 3 jads? Okay, 3 jads is incredibly easy. It's actually one of the easiest parts of Inferno. Way easier than those waves I just did. You have 1.8 seconds per prayer. That's a long time. You have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's the exact same as regular jad. Do 1 action per prayer catch, okay? When you go to tag healers, 1 tag per prayer, okay? It's the exact same as regular jad, just a little faster. If you can 3-tick a fish, you can 3-tick a prayer. That's true. Honestly, 3-tick fishing is way harder than triple jads. When you finish this wave, that pillar's gonna go down. If you're standing next to it, it'll take half of your health away, so don't do that. I'm 1-ticking with 8 restore and 8 brews. This is real life. Okay, these mages can respawn each other. So you want to get this guy below your max hit and do first shed. Okay, stand here. This gives you better healer lures. If healers can't get within melee range of Jad, they will not heal him. So if they get stuck behind you, which this is really common in this position, they will not heal Jad. And you do not need to tag them, which is really nice. All right. Give him a cast. Give him another cast. So the cool thing about standing here is that this guy gets corner trapped. So they actually can't reach you. So you don't take damage. It's really nice. You can queue a log out. You can get on the right tile. I'm not going to bother doing that, but you can do that. That's probably what you should do. I'm just going to kill him. Okay, triple jads. You have a long time for each attack. Go!
A leech has spawned.
Step backwards. He stops hitting you. Easy. Lady Gaga, step back. There it is. He lives. He's insane. How does he live? Don't go in melee range. He'll kill you. Cast it, Jad. They're around his southwest, so I can reach it. I'm going to pray melee in between. You probably shouldn't pray melee in between. Okay, I'm going to pause because we'll give the pep talk because people like the pep talk. If you hit the logout timer, or if you hit the logout button mid-wave, it'll pause it at the end of the wave. So you have time to prepare. Should I stop hitting Zoxy? They know. Give him a cast so we can get free health. Oh, we sure can. Before Zuck, you can sip your divine, you can sip your stamina, and you can... All right. The Gnomonkey pep talk, here it is. Okay. There's all these details with Zuck, okay? You can run the timer, you can do all this stuff. Okay, here's what I suggest. You are using a Bofa. A Bofa is hard to use compared to a T-Bow. Why? Because it is 4-tick instead of 5-tick. It shoots faster. That makes it harder to move while using it. because you can move less tiles per shot without losing ticks. So what people tend to do is bring their Bofa to Zuck and stick it on accurate mentally. They stick it on accurate mentally. In fact, if they could add a bonus tick on top of that accurate, they'd do it. Cha-ching! 5-tick Bofa by default. That's what everybody does. I'm gonna play really safe because I just got through a really hard Inferno. Ah! I got through a really hard Inferno, and I'm gonna play really safe and careful. Don't fucking do that! Don't fucking do that. Why? Because Zuck is not like the rest of the Inferno. You don't have time to think and plot out your solve. The whole point of the Inferno was for you to do that so you'd have supplies for this guy. So what are we doing with this guy? We're shooting him full of arrows, and we are full camping prayers, and we're killing his ass. Wow. Because Zuck is a DPS check. If you don't do DPS, guess what happens? More monsters spawn. And when monsters spawn, what happened? They hit your shield, and they kill you. Ow, I died. A set spawn, oof. Don't let them spawn. Shoot him. Shoot him. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. All right, let's go. Easy. Pew pew. Especially with Bofa. Compared to T-Bow, you need the pep talk more than anything. Armor on. Rigor on before the cutscene. Right-click Zuck. Click attack when the cutscene shifts. Now, follow the shield. And every time you shoot and you can move up, you're going to do it. The other thing you're going to do is click Zuck to drag further. What that does is it lets you move further because you can attack and move at the same time as long as you're dragging to an NPC. So that makes it so it's even easier to not lose ticks. What does losing ticks make you do less of? Damage. What do you need lots of? Damage. Correct. Fill this guy with bullets, move up to the spots. Fill him with blowpipe specs, move up. Shooting, 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 shooting. You can shoot him from here. Tag this guy. Woo! Maybe not that far. I can get back on Zuck. He almost took the teaching stream classic Zuck hit. Almost. It was close. Yeah, don't do that. Okay, reset Bastion. Almost, almost. Shoot Zuck until he's 600 health. Why? It pauses the timer. There's a bunch of details. It doesn't matter that much. Get Zuck to 600 and then kill the mage. As soon as Zuck does an animation, that's your sign that you're good to move up to the next save spot. So that animation start means move up. It pauses the timer, but that's not important right now. Exactly, exactly. Move up. Move up. We're almost there. Click the mage. Kill him. Pew, 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 pew. Shoot him. You can also hit him from here. Okay, and we're gonna chill. You can keep shooting Zuck from this safe spot, just don't get him below 480. Kill the mage first. Mage is dead. Kill Zuck. Turn your mage prey off. No reason to have that on. What happens at 480? Jad spawns. Can you reach him from every safe spot? Yes. Kill Jad. I'm gonna sip stamina so I don't have to think about it. Tag him with a quick Baraga. Hit lots of zeros. Okay, one of the important things to notice is how even between the save spots, I'll take time to attack. Why is that? I don't want to lose ticks. Why is that? I want to kill Zuck. Why is that? I want my Inferno cape. Yes, please. Okay, brew up. Brew up. Brew up. Restore. Repot. Kill Zuck. Okay. Very, 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 very important.
Has spawned.
Get Zuck to 240 health in the right location. Okay. We're still good. I can't hit that. Okay, and as it moves from the left, we're going to try to send healers. One more shot. And we're chilling. Because it's very important to send healers from the right spot. Because otherwise, Zuck is going to heal to 800 health, and you're going to get another set, which you don't want. Wait, be patient. One more shot. Healers are up. Okay, kill him. Use your pipe specs, they're good. Use your brew, they're good. Thought he was dead. Okay, are you gonna brew up? No. Why? There's no reason to. We're gonna kill the boss. The game heals you when you exit the Inferno. It's sick. Kill him. Don't forget, after healers spawn, you have to stay with the shield. Okay? The save spots stop working, so you gotta stay with the shield. Shooting the Zuck. Shooting the Zuck. Where's my second set? Oh, there it is. GM. Guess who's dead? That guy. Guess who's also dead? Those guys. Inferno. Easy. It's free. Shoot the boss. Huge. Basically, every time with Bofa, if you don't lose ticks, you're not going to see a second set. Or you're going to say hi to the second set and bye to the second set. Just like that. No Zuck hits and no triple Jads, but we almost took a Zuck hit. Pronounce a word. They say that drinking milk makes you stronger. Okay. Drink 5 glasses of milk and try to move a wall. Now drink glasses of vodka. Wall moves on its own. True. Pronounce a word. If you are Bofa Inferno, definitely put that shit on accurate for the invisible +1 range and make it 5 tick, which is poggers. My name is Gnomonkey, and I approve this message. Yeah, nice.